top down, it's going to be the bottom up, and that's healthy.
And we may see some continuing consensus on foreign policy,
Absolutely.
particularly as regards Ukraine and China, where you know those two words were not in this campaign.
Yeah,
there's a lot of drama left tonight, and I think we should go to Georgia because we've been pointing to Georgia.
Let's take a look.
Bill, that's
wow.
You know, it's not
still.
No.
Still.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Where do you see those, Carl?
Well, there are a lot of there are lots
Gwinnett.
lots of Gwinnett, DeKalb that are.
Shall we go purple? I mean, it's after midnight.
So the red wave that was hyped up in the weeks leading up to the election, as we know by this point, did not happen. And you can practically hear the crying from the Fox News headquarters across the country. In race after race, Democrats overperformed, and what seemed like it could be a bloodbath for the House of Representatives now may likely only be a single-digit gain for Republicans. So overall, things went really well for the left, both in races that were truly up in the air, like Fetterman over Oz, and ones where the GOP convinced us were in play, like Lee Zeldin in New York, who lost to Kathy Hochul. And not to be like the bearer of bad news, but I think now that Democrats have avoided the worst, we can talk openly about some of the places they did, well, really badly. Notably, two Democratic fundraising stars, Beto O'Rourke and Stacey Abrams, whose losses were called almost immediately after the polls closed. These to me were not surprising. It was clear Beto wasn't making inroads, and Abrams made some pretty huge flubs on the campaign trail. Beto and Abrams rose to social media stardom in 2018 on the blue wave enthusiasm, the midterms under Trump. This was a time when national fundraising was energized on a scale never seen before, with donations from all 50 states contributing to their war chests. Their media-savvy optimism captured the anger and sadness of Democrats in the Trump years, and although they lost, there was a sense back then that they were the future of the Democratic Party. But over $200 million and 5 campaigns later, I think it's safe to say that these stars have completely burned out. It'll be very interesting to see what happens with them both, but I think I speak on behalf of a lot of us when I say that I sincerely hope another national campaign for Beto and Stacey is not in the future.
Greg Abbott being reelected it sucks, but it's not that big of a surprise because Texas is such a disgusting place. The safety of children who are dying when they're going to get an education, and the choice of women getting to choose what they do. I don't even know how to articulate it because it seems so elementary. Women getting to choose what they do with their body was for some reason up for debate.
One of the saddest results of the night, I think, is the Uvalde district going hard for Greg Abbott. A police force that failed its community, failed the most vulnerable people, is a devastating loss, not just for Texas, but for all of us. The question is, how do we harness the obvious power of figures like Beto and Stacey and translate it into consistent votes? Or should we just accept that every election cycle there's going to be online superstars who don't deliver where it counts? Do they have any future in politics? What's the lesson from these campaigns we can use as we head into the nightmare that is going to be 2024? Let me know in the comments, and as always, you can follow me on all platforms at Caro Johnson 917.